Okay. Hello. Okay, so he got it. Let me see here. You could pretty much just do that. Cool. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 I think it's not bad. Malaria. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Damn. Oh shit.
Yo,
Hey, what's going on?
what's
You able to
poppin'?
make
Hold
it?
on, give me a second.
Hey, what's going on, Ben? How's everything?
Ain't much, ain't much. What's going on, my man?
I'm doing all right. Do you want to have your camera on, or do you want to just have an icon?
Nah, I'm straight with my camera on. I don't care.
Nothing wrong? Okay. Well, let me put this thing on public
Bet.
so that people see it.
Awesome, awesome.
Shit, public. All right. Also, I forgot to ask you, do you want to give out your real name, or do you just want to give out like a fake name?
I don't care. Just Ben.
Well, welcome, body of the sufferers. This is the first interview. Uh, we
You're
have
you're you're
a guy named Ben Bushman. He decided to want to do an interview or just talk about his life. So let me first ask you this question. Where are you from?
I'm from Germantown, Maryland.
German, South Maryland?
Germantown, Maryland.
Germantown, Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, let me just ask you, when did this all first start for you?
All right, so see, that's the thing. I mean, I just got aware about it. We can say about a year ago.
A year?
That's when I was like, like, people are saying a few things,
Yeah.
little hints in there a year ago. I used to work at a gym, and my manager one day was asking me, um, do you know, do you know you have a little BO? And I'm like, oh, at first, I was a smoker, so I was
Oh, you were a
thinking,
smoker?
wasn't here. Hmm?
You were a smoker, like you smoke, was it like marijuana or just like
Yeah,
regular
marijuana,
cigarette?
marijuana.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's hot, in there because we're in the laundry room all day running around. So I'm thinking, well, yeah. So I might need some extra shirts. I didn't think anything crazy about it because no one's ever told me anything about my BO before. You know. So unless it was a few times, but it was after workouts, so it was normal. But
Right.
yeah, she told me that, and so I get an extra shirt, you know what I'm saying, and then nothing said, and it was a few days later, or maybe like a week, or sometime later on. I come into work, and it was just fresh in the morning too, and I made sure that after that day, I would make sure my clothes were like freshly scented. Like
Yeah,
even if they
like
were clean, I toss them in the dryer with the dryer sheets just to give it that new fresh clothes smell. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Deodorant, regular shit, right?
Yeah.
And then I go in and I get a call from my supervisor on the microphone thing, and he's like, "Yo, Ben, meet me in the laundry room." And he's like, "Yo, so this other worker, she's in another department of the gym. It's weird. They have like a sales department and stuff.
What gym was it? What was it like? Is like
Lifetime,
huh? Head time?
lifetime.
Lifetime gym. Okay.
Yeah, it's Lifetime Athletic, big gym. And she says, so we've had a complaint from a customer saying that one of the workers, which was me because I was in that area, smells awful and she doesn't know what that smell is and blah blah blah.
Uh,
Basically like saying like, yo, I was boofing. And I still didn't take. I'm like, for real? What? I'm like, really? I'm confused.
so
I'm even
he
asking
called
my
you up
mans.
because he was trying to alert that you smell, or it was he?
Yeah, exactly. And then I tell
Okay.
my man's, well, not my man's, but my supervisor. I'm like, yo, do I smell? And he tells me I can't smell. You know what I'm saying? And me, I don't have a strong nose either. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I guess he can't smell me either. So that day, I actually had to put my shirt in the dryer again.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I just, like literally just redid like the whole thing I did at the crib
Right.
all over again in front of my coworkers, and one of them was like, "I told you need to put deodorant." I was like, "You never told me that." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the first time this is ever coming up besides me talking to Shayna, but
So
that's what they
the
told me.
coworker that said that you smelled awful, like, were you cool with her before?
Yeah,
Were you
I
like
was
a
cool with all my
personal?
coworkers. Yeah,
And then it just at one moment she was like,
it's that.
"Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now that I think about it, she's probably the one that told my manager so my manager could speak to me the first time. And then after that, a customer said something. That's
was
what I
it
was
the same
told.
day, or was it
No,
just?"
no, this was a few days later.
Mm,
So we can say this is around, we could say July of 2017. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And then so July 2017 happens, and I had already had plans of becoming a trainer and leaving that division of the job. So I ended up leaving off being late and stuff, and no talk about it ever again. So then going into that winter, I start hanging out with one of my friends I haven't known since high school,
Yeah.
and he would make slick comments like, I'd be like, "Damn, I need some new clothes," and he'd be like, "You need a shower." He'd say stuff like that.
Yo, I have a similar experience. I mean, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and I heard that and I just let it slide. Like, I'm still in that stage where I'm just
You were
like,
in denial. You didn't really feel like.
yeah, exactly. So it goes on, and then he works at Nordstrom, and then he starts giving me these sample colognes to use.
Mm,
Like he gives me like a bag of them. So at least he was being helpful. So he starts giving
yeah.
me those, and I take advantage of those. I'm just racking up, just just spraying up. And yeah, so we never speak of it really again until so now we're in the springtime, and
So let me ask you this. So the first time you heard you smelled awful was like from what period to spring to from what period was it from the first time you heard it to like springtime? Was it like a couple of months later? And within that couple of months,
It was
um,
pretty consecutive because it was. Actually no. So the first time, like it was like, yo, like somebody said something. Yeah, that was around July 2017, and then so the winter 2017. That's when my man's. That's when I started hanging out with my man's. Like
mhm,
December, January. So now it's 2018, but it's still within 6 months.
right,
So then he says something and he started like those slick comments. But
right,
again, he's the only person saying something. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understood that I would smell like weed because we would smoke a lot. But like, everyone was smoking yet, this is being said towards me.
yeah,
So I'm like, it got in my head. And so then I start going through my clothes and I start noticing like, damn, like, this shit does smell like I was used to, I would wear my shirts probably twice before I wash them. Always been like that, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Always been like that. And it's not like there was something that happened to where I would realize that wasn't a good idea to do because like I would wear those shirts and hang out with chicks, like, I
yeah,
had a normal life,
yeah,
So I would
yeah.
go, so but then I started smelling like I was like smelling my wardrobe and stuff. I was like, shit, like
It
you
smelled like
know?
actual feces.
Huh?
It smelled like actual feces.
Nah, 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 not shit.
It just
Not
smelled.
not yet. We're not coming to that yet. But no,
Oh, so it's getting
it
worse.
just had it had a pungent odor.
Uh
You know,
huh.
pungent smell, especially for a first time. You know what I'm saying? So like first time wearing these things.
Right.
And some of them I stand by wash them. So I just go through a whole washing of everything: my jackets, my pants, my sweaters, my t-shirts, everything, right?
Yeah.
And he's still giving me the colognes. Like he's religious. He's like actually looking out for me and giving me these
Yeah. I mean,
joints.
he's trying to help as best he can.
Without just actually saying like, yo, you stink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're going into summertime, and I start fasting. Like I just wanted to do like a fast because I'm into manifestation and law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I think I would be better at law of attraction if I started controlling my will and just, started fasting to give my brain power to attract things.
So you
That
do
was
like
my logic.
meditation and stuff like that as well.
All right, you hit. So
Yeah.
during that time, my friend would pick me, my other friend, we're gonna call him Kirk.
Okay.
All right. He
Shouts
would
out to
pick
Kurt.
me up and like I would notice like he's always coughing. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's driving, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm noticing this and I'm like, yo, is this dude all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he then too would also bring up, yo, I just started using this new deodorant. It has no aluminum in it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's natural fresh deodorant. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm
Those little
starting.
kids.
That's when now it's probably now. So we can say from July to now, March, April. Now I'm starting to like realize, yo, like, this is I'm starting to notice a trend here. You know what I'm saying? And he's always doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Every time
opening
you
the
hug, you hang
windows.
out.
Huh?
Every time you hang out, he was doing that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Every time we're driving together, yeah. And I remember we would start like when we're smoking, he would just always bring up, "Yo, we should go outside." Like every time we hang out, he like try to make sure it's outside. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And like when our friend would pick us up, he wouldn't want to sit in the back seat with me, but he tried to make it. You could tell, just didn't want to be assholes about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
You
so
could
I
keep getting
noticed.
body
I noticed.
language.
Yeah, for sure. Like I read that, so I'm like, yo, all right. So the fast goes on. I start fasting, and this is around May. So June comes around, and I remember it was raining
Fasting for a
outside.
second.
Hmm.
Like, what were you doing? You were like fasting first for a couple of days. Was it a water fast? Like, what?
No, 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 no. It was a dry fast.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's crazy because when I sparked the idea to start fasting, I shit you not, no pun intended.
Right.
Uh, I shit you not. My mom that morning starts talking about how she began fasting for Ramadan. So it's like I just
Oh, so you're like
instinctly,
Muslim?
slid right in. So now it's like I was part of the house right now. So I'm
Yeah.
like, bet. So this is gonna be easy. So what happened is we eat until 4 a.m. After 4 a.m., you cannot eat any food until sunset.
Mm,
Right? So the whole day there's no food, no water. You know what I'm saying? Until sunset. So I'm like, I'm down with that. And I was even going hammer. Like sometimes I would miss breakfast because I'm so tired.
right.
So I would just eat dinner, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in this fast, and I noticed, I don't know if it was the fast or something, but that's when I think that's the first time
You
for real
smell something?
I started smelling my breath, like
Mm.
you know, like I was like, damn, like is it because I'm not eating as much? Like, do I need to wet my tongue? Like I started doing that, and like I noticed it. That's when I really noticed the odor. I really noticed the odor. And around that time, I remember it was raining one day, and I'm hanging out with all my guys, and I go outside in the rain. Like I'm that like goofy spiritual goose. I just like I do that head ass stuff, like
Yeah.
walk barefoot and all that stuff. So I go outside. I'm in the rain, and then he opens the door. He's like, "You taking a shower like shit?" Like I'm like, I don't say anything, but
Wow.
I'm like, "Damn, boy!" Like, bro, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
damn. You know.
Crazy.
So that's when I was set on like, yo,
That's when you
this.
start to realize, like, damn, I smell really bad to people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Real shit, man. Seriously. Yeah, that's what it was. And I don't know if it was the weed that was doing it, but I was definitely giving off BO, my man. And I was taking showers, dude. I was brushing my teeth. I was doing, everything I've been doing since a kid.
Yeah, of course.
So uh, that's when now you start digging. You're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm smelling my clothes now, and they still smell straight, you know?
It was
But
just at
then
one point that it smelled really bad. Your clothes smelled
yeah,
really.
the first time, yeah. But then after that, I was on top of it. Like I make sure, I'm washing my clothes even after the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm even more on top of it than before.
Yeah.
I'm a guy, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't like, but like, now I'm actually kind of OCD about everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm even cleaning around the house more, just trying to make sure the house is not making me smell. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I'd be on the bus, and like people in front of me, there was a guy in front of me. He goes and sits on his seat further away. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
yo, it's like that. And then another instance. This is near the
You
end
were,
of the
you're
summer.
still in school, correct?
Hmm.
You're still in school, correct?
Nah, I don't go to school. No.
Oh, so you were just working as a gym guy for full time.
Full time, yes, sir. I
Okay.
got in the gym first doing operations. That means the janitor. So while I was studying for my what's it called, my NASM. So once I passed my test, I was
What's
already
that?
in the system of the gym. It was gonna be easier to move up. You know,
What's a NASM?
National Academy of Sports and Medicine. It's a sports
Oh.
certification, training certification.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so this was a whole scheme to just get my foot in the door.
Oh, so
So
you wanted to be like a full time like gym trainer or
trainer,
something.
a trainer.
Yeah.
And I was training people, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I was with chicks and everything. Oh, another thing. Another thing. I remember I started hanging out with this girl named Izzy around the time I had left. So we could say October, November of 2017. So this is after July.
Okay.
And you know, I'm growing out my hair, and I'm trying to get the hair scrub things.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
her
yeah.
grandma owns, yeah, her grandma owns these uh
Salons.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's the beauty supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's Asian. So, you know what I'm saying? She goes, she's like, I can get you anything you want for free. Like, so we go there, and, I get my oils, and I get the thing, and I get some black soap, because that's what I always use, black soap.
Mm-hmm.
And some shea butter. And some shea butter.
Okay.
And I am about that natural stuff. Like, I haven't used Dove in a long time. Like, I just use shea butter and
Yeah.
black soap.
It's like African
And
black soap or something.
hmm?
It's called African black soap or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like the
Okay.
actual bar too. It's not even the liquid one. It's the actual bar. That's what I was using at that time. Now I've been using. I'm actually just experimenting now
Yeah.
because
I mean,
this shit's out of control.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's what my basic kit was. So I get my stuff, and then she looked at me. She's like, "That's all you want?" And I'm like,
Mm.
"Yeah," you know. That's another
Mm.
instance right there. So yeah, I even forgot what the question was.
Yeah. So I guess like I think you were talking about you were just starting to pick up on the fact that once you went out to like outside and it was raining and one of your friends made
Oh
a
yeah,
comment about
that instance
showering
right there
whatever.
for
At what
sure.
point did you like ask your family members or
That's when, yes sir, yes sir. So when that thing happened on the bus, that's when I went to my mom's. That's when I was living with moms and my sister. I was like, "Yo, do I stink? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
do I smell?" My mom was like, "Why? Somebody said you smell?" Like just
right?
so I knew. I was like,
Oh, you feel like
kind of quick
feel
asking
like
that.
she
You know what I'm
smells you
saying?
or she
Yeah. This is to say, like, those people whose family members say they don't smell anything, bro. Like, no matter how many times you ask them, they do. They do. They're just family, and they think like they're helping you out by saying that you don't,
yeah
but that's not helping. Because I'm, especially me, I'm the like, tell me the truth, like
yeah
tell me what you think. Like
I knew exactly how
sometimes you
you
may
feel.
not know what's up. It depends on what the situation is. Like if it's based on what I'm trying to do in my career, you may not know what I'm trying to do, what move I'm trying to make. But if it's far as something I'm doing every day and you think it's hurting nah, like I have thick skin. Like, you
Yeah,
can tell it to me. I'm not, but I guess that's the natural reaction to people to try to not tell you or soften it up.
yeah, you don't want to hurt their feelings, and if
That's how they
like
feel. That's how they feel when I'm
yeah
the type of person. And like, not thinking about it, like I would feel so stupid now because my sister's room would be musty, and I'd be like, "Yo, your room is musty." Like I would, like, you know what I'm saying?
oh
Like I
yeah
would.
yeah.
You see, like I didn't even make that a
Wait, did
secret to
you ask your
people.
sister? And is it
I
like
was
the
like,
relationship between you and your sister? Are y'all like really just honest with each other, or
it's not even just my sister. It's my sister, my brother, my dad, my mom. It's just we're like that.
yeah?
My mom. I mean, my mom can be a little passive now. I guess now, obviously, yeah, because she wasn't telling me the whole time. So I think she thought it was the drugs.
Uh,
So yeah, so she wasn't really going too ham about it. But like we're that family. If other people heard how we talk to each other, they would think like, "Yo, this is fake. Do they hate each other?" You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like we cuss at each other, but it's
so
literally
it's like joke. It's all love.
it's all love, literally.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like my family, you can't get your feelings hurt because your family already said everything, but they actually love you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel you.
So, so yeah, like so now I'm feeling crazy. I'm like, damn, like I was out here, thinking I was all good, and now like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
And
let me ask you this.
yeah.
So were you still once you started to realize, oh damn, it's me? Did you just still go to the gym and stuff like that, or like? what was the job position?
I mean, no, ironically, I wasn't working out anymore for a good while because I wasn't working at all because
Mm,
I had just left the gym, and I did fail my NASM. That's a different story. I was
uh,
trying to make it to New York to damn. Now that I think about it, dude. Yeah, it was. I have a history of this, dude. Because the guy I was gonna go to New York with was having a show, and so I had
a show like what type
rushed
of
my
show?
study. A rap show. A rap
Oh,
show.
okay.
I was playing the manager role for a little bit. Yeah. So I'm into all of that media stuff. This is what I've been. The
Right.
outgoing guy. So he goes. What do you call it? This is just a side note I'm remembering too. He was bringing a girl through near my dad's way. And we're gonna chill at the gym, and he was like, "Yo, make sure you shower though. Make sure you straight, because we about to try to mess with that joint." And I'm thinking like, I mean, why do you have to tell me that? But all right,
So
you know what I'm saying?
nobody really kept it real with you. Like no one ever said, "Hey, you smell really bad," or did you
No,
ever actually
no,
actively
no.
say, "Hey, I can't smell myself. Do I smell bad?" I mean, I would think with like a lot of friends that you have, and you just said your family, they're just open with it, even though they still love you. They'll tell you. They never like said, "Hey, yeah, you do smell bad." Have you ever asked them, I cannot detect this thing, this odor. Can you tell me if I smell bad right now? Do you have like that relationship or something set up like that?
So that's what I started doing near the end of the summer, like July 2018. So this is now 6 months ago. I would I started asking my friends, I would be like, yo, so from 1 to 10, how would you rate my body odor? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fix a few things about myself.
Yeah.
And Kurt,
Mm,
the guy who he goes, for real, it's not anything out of the ordinary though. But like, when you smoke, you're gonna be a six out of 10. And just make
wow.
sure if you about to cool it with a joint and you just came from the gym, you take a shower. And like, I mean, this is shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course,
Yeah.
But that's what he tells me. So it's basically the nicest way of saying, like, yeah, bro, you kind of have a little boof to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I asked my man's Alejandro, I'm like, yo, so how would you rate my BO? He goes, 6 out of 10. Like
Mm,
off the bat. And I asked my other man's Rye, and he goes 3 out of 10, bro. Like I never really smelled you, bro. Like, but just come to me if you ever have any questions like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this: like, Did they tell you the type of smell? Is it like a
And that's what that exactly what I was saying. And then they would just tell me, I don't know. Like it's just, and then they just say they don't know. That's what they say. They don't know. I'm like,
because it's like
bro, you're not helping me. And these
yeah,
people
yeah,
know me.
but sometimes it's like just a combination of just weird odors that is not a distinct odor. So I think I could
I
see.
think that's what it is. Like, it's not necessarily fecal, but it's like it's not enjoyable either.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, like it's like you got a salad of things going on inside of you, like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's coming out,
Yeah,
and so I guess, and I'm understanding that now. But back then, they would just tell me, I really don't know, dude. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Everyone, and then they would cover it up with everyone has their own scent.
yeah. Well, it's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is true, but you know what I'm saying? Others are stronger than others. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean,
And so, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I've seen a lot of stories or read a lot of stories of
Yeah.
times before they had this odor, and sometimes they would have like situations where they took like antibiotics because they were suffering from some type of infection, or
Agreed.
this was when they were going through puberty or something like that. Was there like
Mm.
anything uh, before the time the boss or you went inside with your boss because he told your coworker told him that you smelled bad? Was there anything noticeable that you did that could have possibly threw your body out of whack or something like that?
Yes, yes. I mean, first things first, what you said makes sense, and I think like that's because I've been like once I like knew like yo, you stink, I started tackling this with research. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
gonna
yeah. I
fix
know what you
this.
mean.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the type to cry. Like, I lost 70 pounds. I used to be a fat dude. Like, I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, like I figured this shit out. So I researched it, and it looks like it's kind of like a autoimmune thing. It has something to do with the gut because I grew up with eczema. I grew up with asthma. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? I grew up with
Yeah.
asthma too.
You
That's
too?
interesting. Yeah, asthma. I never grew.
Eczema, psoriasis, right?
Oh, I never grew up with psoriasis, but I did have asthma.
I got psoriasis from 6th grade to 7th grade. Look, I'm gonna show you guys this. Hold on. I have this here. I don't know if you can see it, but I got stretch marks all the way like up half of my bicep.
Mm,
That has been there since I was 11.
really?
And it used to be psoriasis and it was lighter than my skin. And I would lie to people and say that something in my house caught on fire and I got burned.
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
real shit.
I got stretch marks here too. Like I used to work out. I don't know if you can see it. I used to work out when I was like in football in high school, and I would just work out too much, and it just stretched out my skin. But
Nah, you got them gross stretch marks. These
yeah,
stretch marks are just from skin that was so thin and just like I literally went to the dermatologist. I was going there regularly trying to figure out what's going on.
hmm,
But before the psoriasis, ever since I was a kid, I can remember like it was in the pits of my like your elbow right here. I
yeah,
would always have eczema there. I'd have eczema on my neck, on my chest,
hmm,
um, behind my knees.
wow.
Yeah, so I've always had eczema, itchy, dry skin, lips dry all the time. Like even if you put on the Vaseline and stuff, and you wait too long, it's gonna get dry. Like I'm the first dude to get dry.
Let me
Um,
ask you this:
mm.
do you have problems with like chapped lips or chapped skin or something like that?
That's what I just said. Dry
Like,
lips,
but because
dry
I
everything.
noticed when I started start getting the odor, my lips started to get real dry.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really weird. So I do want to ask you that since you're talking about dry skin. I didn't really have like dry skin like eczema or psoriasis or like you had, but I do
Mm.
just recall having very chapped lips, and even to this day I have very chapped lips. So I always had to put on like different types of you know things to try to moisturize it or whatever. So I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know.
Well, that's what it is, man. I've had all of that always. Like that's a regular thing, as well as asthma. Like I said, so breathing problems. Like I was born like a little jacked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I noticed that these things come from what's going on in your liver. Because if your skin starts reacting like this, if you're getting dry like this, that means your body's it's overworking in the inside.
Yeah, there might be something happening internally.
So gut issue. Lo and behold, about 6 months ago, I started noticing my stools are now getting hella loose, diarrhea like, you know what I'm saying? Watery. And I'm spending sometimes a day or two without shitting, you know what I'm saying? So
Really?
now I'm like, yo, okay, something's not right here. You know, I should be
Mhm.
using the bathroom. I used to eat a lot. Right now I've been fasting regularly. I'm doing a liver cleanse right now, actually. I'm in the middle of doing a liver flush. First time ever doing it. Hopefully I see some gallbladder stones come out tomorrow. We're gonna see. But
Well, let me
yeah,
ask
so
you this.
mm,
Um, so I know for some people they feel that fasting does reduce the odor. Like I've heard stories where they just went on like a 3 day celery juice cleanse or a 3-day cranberry juice cleanse or just water fasting, and they felt
Yeah.
like that reduced their odor. Have you tried to do some type of liquid fasting, and have you noticed any
That's
results?
that's that's literally, yep. That's what I've been doing these past months. That's what I've been doing these past months, and I have been getting better because I could even taste the stench in my mouth. I was getting mucus and everything in my nose. I mean, I wasn't getting stuffy nose, but I'm still getting mucus in my throat, and even when I clear it out, it's still like I can just
You still feel the
I can smell something in my mouth. Like you know how
mm,
you can just you can smell what's in your mouth.
yeah.
And yeah, so I would still smell that, and my tongue started getting white.
Mm.
So yeah, definitely I started fasting, and when I fasted, that has gone down. Even the acid reflux has gone down. Um,
Is it? Let me ask you this. So
right.
you're saying fasting? You do it like how many days do you do it a week, or do you just do it every day? You do like tell me like the regimen that you're doing exactly.
All right. So I first after okay, we can say like one day. I would do one day out of the week. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because after Ramadan, like after June 26th, I just started slamming food like I wanted. But as far as November, starting from November 2018 to now, I started doing 2 days. This is my longest one. I've done 4 days without eating solid food. I mean, I've had a little bits of like solids, but like
Yeah.
as far as liquid, I'm only drinking water and I'm juicing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I started doing. And before then, I was doing intermittent fasting where I would only eat once every 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do this one meal a day thing because I've heard stories that it might be doing something, but
Yeah, it's just good for you. And I've seen your videos, dog. So like, yeah, I'm hip. I'm hip. You were talking about how you eat like small meals of like vegetables and stuff, and you're not even full type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's definitely what I started doing. I started eating one meal a day and working at the movies where you could get popcorn and all that stuff.
Oh, you're
Making,
working at the movies currently?
yeah, I'm the
Mm.
bartender,
Oh, you're a
and
bartender. Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
you can only imagine that nightmare. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just yeah.
like,
I
so,
don't.
but now with working at the movie theater, do you still get comments, even though you're saying that you get the fast?
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Damn, man. Look, everything you are experiencing when you vlogged your job experience, literally that's what I'm going through. Like,
damn,
I'm popular for smelling, dude. Like,
damn. 'Cause
people
you just
go
told
by
me that
me and I
everything's
could
all
hear them
sweet.
blowing. Huh?
You're telling me everything's sweet with the fasting and the juicing, but still, even though it got
I
reduced.
mean, no, I just started getting serious with that.
Oh,
I've been working there, dude. I've
okay.
been working there since 2018 of the summer.
Mm,
Right. So, I mean, it's gotten better now, but it's like it's still I still smell, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I still smell. The smell hasn't just vanished. You know what I'm saying? It's not just gonna vanish like that. But I said it's going down. I've noticed a
Mhm.
definite
So you feel
decrease
like
because I don't
it's
smell
gradually
myself as
going down
much. Huh?
every week.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
It's going down. And cranberry is a very good idea because I remember I was drinking cranberry for a little bit when it was in season around November.
yeah.
But they stopped selling it after November because that's the end of harvest season. So now I have to try to get it through the freezer. Just yesterday. Crazy you said that. Cranberry is a very good idea. It was even in a group chat. Very good idea. I started stocking up on black seed, oregano oil.
Yeah, I've heard
I got hydrogen
of oil. I
peroxide
don't
because I
know, like, what is that supposed to do? Do you know, like,
oregano oil it
benefits
kills
of it?
parasites. I definitely think this is a parasite in the gut.
Yeah, I've heard theories
We
about
we
that.
grew up we grew up with bugs, man. You
Yeah.
know. And are you African?
Am I African? No, I'm just black.
Oh,
I'm
true.
like,
You see, but like it's just our diets, man. Like the bugs love what we eat, man. So like, and we have a certain, I don't know, we probably have a certain strength to us because these things take a long time to really get worse and worse and worse. I noticed, like,
Yeah.
we didn't notice it for a while. You said you didn't notice it till you were 14.
Yeah, I only noticed it when I only noticed when I was 14, when I had to first go to the school bus to go to school, and people would rub their
Yeah.
nose behind my back and stuff like that. And I thought it was something to do with my hair because originally I had cornrows. So I thought,
Oh man.
and I didn't wash them a lot. So I thought,
Yeah.
oh, I just need to continue to wash them, but it didn't change anything. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could possibly be parasites, but
It's definitely because listen, I found out I had H. pylori, but like I was in the first stages of it because I didn't get any stomach cramps yet. You know what I'm saying?
when did you
But
find
like
that
I found out H. pylori literally a day before my birthday. I was doing my annual checkups,
out?
and that's when I told the doctor what's going on. So this was like around August 12th, August 11th of 2018. She says you have H. pylori. You tested positive. So bacteria right now, and it's overpowering the good ones, and they're basically shitting in you, and that's what's gonna cause your white tongue, and it's throwing your stomach acid out, and that's what's making this acid reflux and all of that stuff. So it's that, but I think that was just the newest one. But like I think I've had some for a while, and I definitely think it's a gut issue because I
Yeah,
look at how I was eating, and I lost weight working out and drinking green tea. But other than that, I would eat whatever the fuck I wanted. Like I literally was
damn,
the type of
you
person I
must
said,
have a
I'm gonna
really
lose
good
weight so I can
metabolism.
eat whatever I want, huh?
You must have really good metabolism.
Nah, dude, I have to work out or else I'm gonna get big
Yeah.
again.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
so
you, I mean, I'm glad that you said you had, well, I'm not glad you said you had H. pylori, but what I wanted to say is I have a body odor friend who the early times I talked to her, she said she went to the doctors and she said that she had H. pylori. And the doctor gave her medicine, and the
she
medication
took the
actually
antibiotics,
worked.
didn't she?
According to her, the antibiotics worked, but only
Yeah.
for a little bit, and then it came back. The odor came back. So I don't know if what doctor you go to check for H. pylori. You just go to like a primary care doctor.
So that's what I did. However, when I brought up this TMAU thing and PATM, which was literally like a few days ago, and that was a funny story too. But she literally gave me a referral to a gastro. It's a gastrointestinal doctor basically.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that are specifically study the stomach. They're the ones that go into your intestines, your colon, and everything, and look at the bugs that are in there. They take your tests and stuff. So I just got the referral to that for that about 3 days ago. No, actually, I got it on Monday. So I don't know how many days ago that was, but
Mm,
four. It's Friday. So yeah, that's the doctor that will tell you what's really going on. She just tested me for H. pylori just because I was telling her what it was, and she literally, I think your primary doctor is just somebody that got certified so they can just do a whole checklist and then finally say, oh, it looks like you have this.
yeah,
Let's try to put this in your stomach and see if you react like this, that means you have it. They probably literally don't know anything. But so that's how I found out I have H. pylori. But
mm,
now I think when I go to the gastrointestinal doctor, he's gonna find, he's gonna be able to find more in detail what's in my stuff, but there's definitely parasites in the gut. And I know that for a fact that that's happening to 100% of everyone that's going through this. It's the gut. Because even when I was having this, I'm very in tune with my body. I'm brushing my teeth and I'm still like feeling the must. There's no more freshness in my throat. There's no, it's just like I know I'm making sounds, but I just that's how you could tell I'm noticing like, yo, this is deeper than this is deeper than just my jaw area. This is coming from the inside right
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
So
it possibly is gut related, or something's wrong with our bacteria. I don't know. Um,
it is. It is. I mean, when you think about it, what else can it be? You know what I'm saying? It is. It definitely is. We definitely have bugs living inside of us. We have more bad bugs than other people do. And that's what makes our odor stronger. And we don't have enough good bugs. And the reason I understand that is because we are living like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? So we're not taking care of our gut as much as we should. We're not paying as much. Who pays attention to their gut, honestly? You know, people
right,
just
because
eat.
people don't know this information. We don't really think
Exactly.
about the microbiomes in our gut or the digestive system. So yeah, it makes sense. But the question now has to be, why is it only affecting a couple of us as opposed to affecting the majority of people? Because the majority of us, majority of
Different
human
folks,
beings are not
different
thinking about this.
strokes. Different folks, different strokes. Period.
Maybe. I'm under the impression that it's somewhat similar to TMAU, honestly. I feel like there's some type of faulty thing within our liver that's not breaking down the food, just like in TMAU. But at the same time, a lot of people believe it's parasites. A lot of people believe it's leaky gut. A lot of people believe it's candida. I don't know.
Yep. Yep. All of that. But you see, that's what I was gonna say. Like the it's the colon is one thing, but before the colon, there's there's the stomach, and there's the, or is it the pancreas or whatever, and there's the stomach, and then there's the liver. So I mean, it's a chain reaction. You know,
Yeah,
if it's not somewhere, it's somewhere else. But your colon is messed up. In on the way of your colon getting messed up, you messed up your liver first. You
yeah.
know, because that's the first filter, and then you messed up your kidneys, and then you
Uh,
messed up your stomach was actually the
Kidneys.
first
I
thing
was
that was.
actually talk on the live stream before this one. I was talking to a gentleman who was like a not a UFC fighter. He's an MMA fighter.
Yeah, he's a
Oh, yeah.
fighter. Yes.
Oh, you saw it?
Dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm on all your stuff, man.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Basically, was talking about like when he was cutting weight, his liver was like he felt something in his liver. So I'm not liver, his kidneys.
His
So
kidneys.
yeah.
You
So
think
I
he
don't.
put a strain on it because his weight was going up, and he had it the whole time. It's just now that his body is now changing form, so the bugs now are like their activities now being noticed, because it's like, whoa, it's like if their world is like us in Earth, you know what I'm saying? If Earth starts like changing, we're gonna start noticing stuff and start moving different. So that's the same thing with the bugs. Like he started dropping weight all of a sudden, and they're like, "Whoa, we're not even getting all the stuff we used to get all the
Yeah,
time and
all the
stuff like that."
nutrients and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, like these is, man, like I cringe sometimes. I'm like, "Yo, these are literally insects inside of us." You know what I'm saying? Like
Bacteria. Yeah.
they actually have brains. They are conscious beings
Yeah.
inside of us, reacting real shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like humans, like worms and disgusting looking. But we probably can, you know. So when he was dropping weight like that, not eating and stop feeding these things because they eat what he eats, that's when he starts noticing, oh shit, my kidney is like, you know what I'm saying, shaking and whatnot, you know, whatever was happening. So the issue was now being exposed now that he retracted food from them, which is why fasting works, because now you're starving them. The good thing about it is we are their God. We can withstand much more than they can. These things probably can live, they, who knows, maybe from 4 days to a certain amount of time, but then they die off. You know what I'm saying? But the
Oh yeah.
thing is, they drop much more eggs than, you know, we drop babies. So that's how these things stay alive. But now when you start starving these things are dying off, but it's basically like you're extinct species. They're endangered now.
Yeah, but there, you know, I think I've heard some stories about with parasites. uh, if you use certain antibiotics, eventually they'll become immune to it.
They'll become immune to it. Yes.
So, like you were just talking about black seed oil and
Mm-hmm.
oregano oil, I've heard, but
Mm-hmm.
even if you talk about just like medication that doctors give you, if you continue to take it, eventually they're going to be immune to it. So then it's going to be even harder to try to eradicate it.
I mean, life doesn't get easier, my man. Right?
Right.
That's what I had to come with because I thought the same thing, but life does not get easier. Much is tested, and the only thing you can do is just keep beating the level, or you can lay down. You know what I'm saying? Get
Right.
down to lay down. You know what I'm saying? That's it. In the end of the day, my man. Because, but as far as what I can say with the antibiotics, I look at medicine. Anytime something is wrong, I try to take care of it naturally first, because antibiotics is like, if you're an artist, it's like getting signed to a label, because it's like you're giving your soul, and there's so much more that comes with it that you don't want.
Yeah.
You know,
There's additional
the side
side effects.
effects.
Yeah.
It's like they're playing whack-a-mole with your body.
Hmm.
Because the antibiotics, okay, yeah, it's gonna stop the acid reflux or whatever, but whatever reaction your body was doing, it was actually trying to heal you. It wasn't trying to kill you. It was
Yeah.
trying to heal you. But now
Yeah.
they're making your body shut up. So now, since your body's not screaming anymore, now something else is about to burst, and you won't even know
Yeah.
until you got to go back. And then they're gonna try to clog that up, and then something else is gonna burst, and it's
Yeah,
all
there's
a
like lots of
chain.
medications that are actually on television commercials where it's supposed to heal you from something, but then it gives you a higher suicide rate or some shit like that. Like it makes you
Because your dick fell off.
or
You know what I'm
something,
saying?
suicidal tendencies. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Um,
It's whack-a-mole, but when it's nature, it takes care of the problem. It flushes out everything. It makes the organs stronger. You know what I'm saying? It makes the organs stronger and independent. Holistic health, I learned, it helps you become independent in fighting disease. Disease. That's what it does. And that's why, and one thing though that people don't like is that it may take a little longer. It's not gonna, stop this thing within a week or two. You might have to do it for like 2 months. You might have to do it for 3 months. And you might have to stop eating the foods you're eating that are feeding these things, because people love doctors' medications, because it's like you can keep living that foul lifestyle and just pop whatever they give you. That's what they want to do.
right.
And it's like, nah, you're gonna have to literally change up everything, and you're gonna have to cleanse yourself often, and you're gonna have to stay away, and cleansing, once you realize how much work it is, you're not gonna try to bullshit around. It's like working out. When you work out for that six pack, and you know that just eating this is gonna bring that flat back, as much as you like it, you're gonna be like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Let
I'm
me ask you
good.
a question. I was just reading chat right now,
Mm.
and one of these guys named T Gameplays was asking if anybody has ever tried charcoal cleanse. Have you ever tried using activated charcoal? And if you
So
did, what
yes, yes.
effects did you get?
I just started, like, I literally bought charcoal, we could say a week and a half ago. I bought charcoal toothpaste, everything. I don't fuck with Colgate anymore, fluoride. I only started fucking with that once I moved in with my mother, but I'm back on the, you know, more natural toothpaste, you would say. But yes, charcoal toothpaste works great for me. It's
Oh,
helping
so
along
does
the process, huh?
do you smell? Okay, so you have like bad breath and bad body odor as well, and you're telling me with the charcoal toothpaste you don't have bad breath anymore?
No, dude, I still have bad breath, but it's less. It's less.
It's
It's
less intense.
less. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying? Like I said, it's a process.
right,
It's not just abracadabra.
right,
There's
right.
abracadabra, but it's those antibiotics that people are taking and then crying later on that shit is worse. That's
Yeah,
that's what gives you that quick result. But charcoal toothpaste, there's a decrease in the breath. Definitely, there's a decrease. You can even feel it.
Mm.
And I started doing using charcoal soap as well. And
Charcoal
it,
soap.
it doesn't
Never heard
it
of that.
doesn't huh?
Charcoal soap. I never heard of that.
Charcoal bar soap?
I never heard of that. Is it? Do you feel like it's effective?
I mean, they say it detox. I just don't like the smell for real.
Oh, really? I didn't think charcoal would have a smell. Well,
Well, theirs did. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally starting to look at everything to see what's gonna work for me. So the first one I got, I didn't really like the smell too much. You know what I'm saying? It has like but again, perhaps I have a lot of toxins in me, and that's what it's doing, is taking it out, because that's the job of charcoal. So I did buy my friend's mom. Ironically, the way the universe works, she makes, bought, it's charcoal mixed with frankincense and shea butter soap. So I use that. But
mm,
yes, I feel much better using charcoal versus using Irish Spring. You know what I'm saying? I haven't used black soap in a while, just for just the sake of it. You know, I'm trying to, you know,
you don't
make
feel like it's
sure.
as effective anymore?
I guess you can say that. I guess you can say that. I don't know. It's like I don't want to take chances, because just because I don't think this smells bad,
Right.
maybe everyone else does. So I'm trying to meet everyone's nose in the middle. So I'm trying to
What do you
start
mean
now
everyone's nose in
venturing
the
out,
middle?
because I feel like the black soap and the shea. That's another thing. I was thinking maybe because my mom came back from Africa with some fresh shea butter. Like, so I'm thinking, is this too natural for everyone, and they don't know how to react to it, So that's why, I put the black soap to the side, and I was like, all right, we about to see what's good with this charcoal, because that's
Right.
more Western. But
Mm.
it's still supposed to be good for the skin. So I'm trying to be diplomatic a bit with the products I'm using. And charcoal, it does its job. I'm clean, like there's no dirt, you know.
Of
But
course,
as
you're
far as
clean. It's
smell,
just
like I
you
said,
just have
huh?
this weird odor that comes off of you. I mean, everybody who have this weird odor, they're still technically clean. They wash themselves. Let me ask you this: do you
Yeah.
take multiple showers throughout the day, or you just do a one? Are you a one?
Nah. Well, unless I'm at the unless I'm at the gym, I'll take a shower at the gym too.
Oh,
But
you
I
still go
still
to the
keep it
gym?
at two. I still keep it at two.
You
Because
still
I
go to
mean,
the gym?
here's my mindset. Like, bruh, if it's gonna be bad, like, there's no point in wasting water. I just gotta fix the gut, but I just gotta do it, at least be clean in the morning and be clean before I go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just that more. So, I mean, I definitely tell people. I mean, see, I know the source of the problem. I'm a problem solver. Like, the source is the gut. It's the gut. Like, you can
Yeah,
take
but the gut
50
is so
showers. I
complicated. It's
noticed you can
not.
take 50 showers. You're still gonna smell after it. Like, I would take a shower at the gym, in the sauna. Like, I'll be in the sauna. People are like reacting, and I go take a
You go to the
shower, and
gym.
I'll be taking a full shower, like scrubbing my shit hard as fuck, everything, and people are still reacting as I'm putting my clothes on. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not gonna I know where I'm gonna put my energy towards. And as far as showers, I'm gonna keep it 2 a day like everyone else. Cause, you know, just at least keep the pores clean. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Going back to your job, you said that you worked at the movie theaters. Do you
Right.
have any friends or people that can be honest with you about your body odor? Like you can ask them, "Hey, how bad do I smell today?" Are you that close with any?
Nah, man. Like, yo, it's like you, bro. It's me against the world in that place.
Damn,
Like, I
sucks.
feel like Pac in there, man.
You feel like
I don't even know how I've been there for 5 months, dude. I don't know. I don't know how customers haven't. I've literally
is the
seen
pay good?
customers who were like, I could read on their face, like, why do we always come when this guy's here? Like,
Is the pay good?
the pay is nice. Nice. We get 725 plus tips. That's probably the best it gets around the town. And
Mm.
it's great service. It's in a nice area, so it's like all the rich white people come through, and you know what I'm saying. It's nice. You know what I'm saying. It's nice. I ain't
Mm.
gonna lie.
So what is
And
so what
go
is
ahead.
your plan of, I guess, for career wise? You said you wanted to be a trainer, so I guess you put
No,
hold
so so being a trainer was a
thing.
stepping stone. It was a good entrepreneurial way of me stacking up money so that I can fund my own, media career, music, my own artistic career.
Oh, you want to be you
I
wanna be a singer or something like that?
I make music and I like doing podcasts like this right now. This is something I always wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? I have a few podcasts I started trying to do 2 years ago on SoundCloud. So I'm doing podcasts I'm thinking of doing and music. That's my dream, you know what I'm saying? I want to make money doing that. I know I'll be really good at it, but you need money. And
Yeah.
so
Oh, fresh too.
I was, you know, so I even started stuff about drop shipping and all that stuff. Like,
You
dude,
still get
we are
tips.
we are like we figured out basically how to get what we need to get. But
Let me
what it's
let me
gonna take and stuff.
actually say something or read something from the comments. There's a commenter that asked, Rico YouTube asked, "You still get tips?"
Bruh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I still get tips. I have a certain number I know I need to make, so I know I broke minimum wage, and I've been doing well, man. I've been doing well. You know what I'm saying? So it's never been like, oh, people don't tip me at all. But I do know some guests who like they don't. There's those guests you can tell they're just not gonna tip you, and you know why. There's
Right.
some guests that won't tip you, and there's some guests that won't tip you because like, yo, they think you stink. You know what I'm saying? They think you dirty. They're
You know, I know like bartending is more like of
work
like
like I'm
a
not
social profession. Like you have to really be good at talking to people and just be gregarious and stuff like that.
hell no, bro. That's what
No?
you think. A good bartender, they do all the talking, and if you're me and you got that breath, you definitely want to talk as
You just
least as
want to chill
possible.
and listen.
That's it. And I stay back too. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay as far as possible. Just I try to give them the the smell still come out the nose, but you know what I'm saying? Like talk least as possible, bro. I try not to laugh because then they'll be like,
Mm,
God damn, we gotta go.
right.
And the good thing is, it's like I said, the universe, man. Like what is for you is for you, because that's the job I got, and they had just opened that bar up, and they just needed people. I had no experience. They trained me for 3 days. I'm a bartender, and I don't even have to sit with the guests the whole time because they have a movie to go to. So 9 times out of 10, they're just gonna be there
Oh,
for five
so you
minutes
work like
and
at a
take their
movie
drink to the
theater that has a
movie.
bar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just said, yeah, you did say you had a movie. Yeah, okay, okay, cool, yeah,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? So it's usually
Let me
just
ask
a
you this: Do
quick
you work at Cine
transaction, and it,
Bistro?
huh? Huh?
Do you work at Cine Bistro? Do you work at a business called Cine Bistro?
Nah, nah, nah.
Okay,
It's
no,
the Rio.
okay,
It's an AMC theater.
okay.
Yeah, they got one in Wheaton out here. So yeah.
Also, wanted to ask you, would you mind sharing your email if someone is close to you in your area and they wanted to, I don't know, like meet up or something? Would you mind sharing your email?
I mean, I guess, but like, I mean, I don't know if they trying to. I really don't know what they would expect. I don't know. I mean, honestly, at this point right now, I'm actually really secluded. Like, as far as meetups and stuff, I've literally like, you know, I've
You
cut
don't
it to
want to be
just where
close.
I need to be. I go where I need to be to get what I need, and then I'm at home trying to fix my shit. Cause when you're doing these fasts and stuff, it's good to be at home,
Yeah,
especially like the bowel movements and everything. It's really good to be in the crib. The only time I mean, but like shit, if we want to go work out, yeah, possibly. But yeah, give them my email, ricebushman@gmail.com.
Bushman, can you let me see if I can? You want me to put it in chat for you?
Yeah. They can hit me up, bro. Why not, man? That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, the thing about meetups is simply just like, okay, obviously you can't smell yourself, and they also have the similar problem. So it'd be like good to, I don't know, meet up with each other and be honest with each other. You were just talking about, with your friend.
I mean, dude, when you okay, I understand that, but then you think about it, like, I mean, if they're on this chat, bro, like, you obviously know you stink. Like, does it matter how bad you stink? You stink
Yeah, it does.
enough for people to be
Well,
like
I can only
this.
speak for myself.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
oh, I never asked you this. Do you feel like there are certain foods that make you smell worse?
I mean, yeah, I mean, hell yeah. If I got garlic and beans and onions, yeah, that's gonna make me
Well,
smell
not like
worse.
like those obvious ones like garlic and onions, but I'm saying like maybe one day
Oh,
you like
yes.
like eat like
Sugary
fish, and
foods.
then you smell like, I don't know, you just smell like rotten fish throughout the whole day. Do you feel like
Nah, I mean,
something?
I don't think I've had the fish, but what makes it smell like actual poop? Alcohol
Oh, alcohol?
makes my breath smell like shit.
And
Alcohol. And I've never been a crazy alcohol drinker anyway, so
me
that's good.
either.
Smoking, stop the smoking. Like the dry mouth does not help at all. Uh, what else? Yeah, sugary processed foods. Like, I mean, if you drinking them soft drinks, nope. Um, um, just anything really sweet. If it's not natural, some natural foods like pineapples and strawberries sometimes may, depending on, what kind you get, because there's different kinds of the same fruit nowadays. But yeah, definitely the sweets, bro. No. Popcorn is not so bad. I had popcorn and that even helped me have like bulk to my stool. So, I mean, I'd try to find popcorn as you can. But as far as candy, and nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Pies.
So you're basically like a vegetarian. Do you have like a vegetarian
Hell
lifestyle?
yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not vegetarian, man, because look, I'm gonna still eat that fish and that chicken and
Man, you
red
super.
meat. I definitely gotta chill on that because I'm just, I'm in the detox period. But definitely when I start eating solids again, I'm going to eat salmon. I'm going to eat chicken.
Do you
I
feel
just feel
like
like I'm always going
like
to
meat
eat
makes
some
you
kind of
smell
meat.
bad or worse or whatever?
Nah, depending on when I eat it, I can like, basically recover from it if I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure those things make me smell bad, honestly. I'm not sure yet. It's really the sugary foods that
Just
do it.
sugary foods.
The sugary food. And I was OCing on that this past year living at my mom's. I was eating cereal. I finished a whole box. You know what I'm saying? Peanut butter and jelly, processed. So yeah, that stuff. But like, nah, stuff. No, no. Now what it does though, it slows down your digestion. You know what I'm saying? And does take water. And wait, actually, no. You gotta watch how you eat your meats too, though, because you will have a meaty breath. You can have that long, pungent, meaty breath. Now that I think about it, yeah, you can. If it's red meat, yes. Chicken though and fish, it's gonna be lighter.
Oh, so in your opinion, just fish and chicken is safer than red meat like beef.
Yeah, yeah. If you can stick to fish,
Mmm. Stick to fish.
stick to fish. I mean, look, it goes back to you are what you eat. You know what I'm saying? And our stomach basically is already so full of things and we haven't unflushed to where whatever we eat is gonna show out even more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to keep it light. And if you feel like you can have a chicken, if you feel like you got space for the chicken, then you might want to have more vegetables with that chicken so that, the chicken gets overcrowded. You still got that flavor, but you got them veggies going in to deodorize the whole area. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with
You put on
fish.
like,
For
do
red
you
meat,
put like condiments like barbecue sauce or you know
okay, I
ketchup?
did that like last week. I used barbecue sauce and blue cheese on my kale. It's not a good idea, guys.
Not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. Honestly, we are in the stage, if we are starting to emit a stink, that means these things are thriving. That means they are eating good and shitting good. It's like a cow field, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're grazing. So we gotta starve them. So we gotta eat those foods that we don't like. And they definitely won't like it. But we won't die. They will.
Yeah.
They will. Because
Mm.
they thrive, and we gotta start killing them. You kill them with. That's where we get the antibacterials. I've tried hydrogen peroxide. I've been trying to do that too. Also using that to brush my teeth.
Yeah, I
It
feel
will
like
make your
peroxide is really good for your mouth, but it kills all the bacteria, not even just a bad one. It kills the good one as well.
Oh, no, 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 no. Well, as far as the research, it's not so bad on the good ones. It kills more of the bad ones than anything. But I mean, how much you use, it's much better than fluoride and all the other stuff we use, though. You know, um, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
if
I
you
did
can
want
get
to
charcoal
ask you.
toothpaste, tea tree oil, coconut oil, huh?
I did wanted to ask you, what was that situation that you told me through the email where you had to get like a driver permit or something? You had to drive like 3 to 6:30 p.m. or something. What's that about?
Yeah, dude. I'm 21 years old and my ass is in driving school.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have any type of you don't have a license at all?
I'm getting it. No, I don't.
Oh, really? So what's up with
Nah,
like the
I've
teenage
been
years? Like,
dog. I mean, okay, so like I said, I've been trying to do this whole business thing with the entertainment. So whenever I got a job, I would put it right into equipment. Like I put a car as not something super important because I figured if I make money, I rather just Uber and stuff instead of spending money on. It was calculations I made, and I felt like I'd rather be driven places. I had enough people to drive me everywhere. My
mm,
mom used to even say that, like, why do you have this friend, that friend picking you up, dropping you off, picking you up, dropping you off, So I've just always been convenient on rides. So me getting a car, it just wasn't a top priority for me, no. But
oh,
now, you know what I'm saying, as I'm growing up and I'm starting to fuck with less people, especially I'm glad I got this, honestly, because I'm
you
really
got this?
seeing I am. Bro. I love the struggle sometimes. Sometimes. Like
Really?
stuff like this, because I don't know. I've developed so much confidence in myself
Hmm.
just growing up to where it's like whenever I'm in some shit, I start looking around and I'm like, was I supposed to be in here to see how these people would act? So once I get out of it, you know, I know who to be with and who not to. When I was fat, I was like, I feel like God made me fat on purpose so I can
God
like.
made you fat on purpose.
And I was a little kid, so I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. That's my logic. I'm like, it's like an undercover thing. Like I was always gonna be, like swollen, good looking, but like he just wanted me to be ugly real quick. It's like Beauty and the Beast or whatever. Like the Beast first, so he knows it's true love and whatever. I was just watching Shrek. You know what I'm saying? I feel that nigga now. So, it's like a Shrek theory. It's like you have to have this curse so you know true
So you
love.
can appreciate what you have.
Exactly. And
Mm.
you know true love. Like you know who's really there for you, who's trying to be there for you, and who's gonna go to a certain length for you, And you know basically how most people are.
Let me
You
ask
know.
you this: are you still close with your friends? You said you're more distant now. You're more like at
Yeah,
your.
I'm distant, but it wasn't even just that. This just helped, but I was already becoming distant. I don't think I'm close to them anymore. Honestly, I really feel like I'm pulling myself away. I really do think so. I love them to death. I love them like brothers. But as far as my growth, I'm definitely on a path by myself right now.
Mm.
And that's not even just because I feel like I stink, because we've already had the conversation where I've asked them, and they said, "Dude, I never smelled you," and stuff like that. And Curtis said, "I mean, look, the only times I've said this, like me and Curtis have had our conversation, so he just reiterated himself and stuff like that. He's like, hey, all I gotta say is Tom's, you know what I'm saying?
All you have
So
to say is what?
Tom's, like it's a
Oh,
natural deodorant, which I'm gonna try too, because this charcoal deodorant does not smell good. I ain't with it. So I'm gonna try Tom's. It's supposed to be more
I don't
natural.
think Tom's works. I think I actually tried Tom's. Tom's is actually from like Whole Foods. That stuff does not. Well, at least it didn't work. It didn't work for me. But I don't know.
It doesn't work.
For me, I don't know.
Damn. All right.
But
Well, there you go. So I
I
mean, I
was
guess
I wanted to ask you
I'm just
something.
gonna. I guess I can do with a little aluminum and use the Old Spice, because Old Spice smells good as hell. So
I naturally just use baking soda. I don't know if that's
baking
something.
soda.
Yeah, baking soda
Hmm.
and water. That's what
That's
I
it.
baking soda and water. Yeah. So baking soda has such a high pH that it creates an environment where it's harder for bacteria to form. So that's why it won't smell. But at the same
Hmm.
time, uh, it doesn't stop you from sweating. It just stops the odor from coming out.
All right. I guess we're gonna try that tomorrow.
I don't know.
Baking soda, baking soda and lime.
To go back to what you were saying, like you said you wanted to be a entertainer, you wanted to be a singer, and you said you also had like some podcasts. Like, what were the podcasts about? Are you still trying to do that?
Well, now I'm more on my music shit right now.
You're on your
I'm in my
music.
music season mentally, so I'm writing music and I'm getting ready to record some old songs that I've written. But when I do podcasts, literally it's going to be stuff like this, and I'm gonna be going around and asking people crazy questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was
You
already
have a
doing
link
that.
to your like SoundCloud? Maybe I could like share it in the
Yeah,
chat.
look up Rice versus the World.
Rice versus the world. Hold on a second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got a few podcasts over there, and if you look on my Instagram, I have. I wish I could write it down so everyone could see it, but I have my Instagram where I have all my crazy stunts that I did. I would go out and interview people at a college.
That
Have you eaten
is.
ass before? Shit like that. I was
Yeah,
gonna go around doing street questions. I had my own line of that. So that's
that
my
sounds
line
cool.
of
That sounds
entertainment.
like a cool ass possible YouTube thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, these were all things I wanted to do, but it's like I think life and the universe or whatever, my path has called me to take care of myself first. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I want to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't know if this thing is gonna go away too soon. Are you there? Are
Everyone
you
else
there?
can too. I just feel like people were too. When I look at the community, I just joined the community. We could say a week ago, and I've seen the videos, and I feel like we're focusing too much on the people reacting to us, and we're not really focusing enough on how to fix it. And I feel like that's the next stage. And not sending tests. I mean, it's cool to send tests to the scientists and trying to raise money to bring awareness. I've seen all that stuff, but that's not gonna help, bro. What's gonna help?
You don't think it's gonna help?
No, dude. No one is ever gonna like care about you more than you. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. And I saw what you said when that girl was talking about, well, yeah, the pill's gonna come out, but yeah, uh they've had organizations for HIV, cancer, and yada yada. And the truth is, there are cures for those, and it's always a change of diet. You know?
Yeah, there are some stories like naturopaths where um, people, I don't know, like Dr. Sebi, that's a common
That's it.
name.
That's it.
Who said they got cured, they cured herpes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are stories out there. I do recall, oh, there was a story on like Netflix. There was like a documentary, and essentially how they reversed cancer was all they did was just drink green juice. They drink like fruit juice and stuff like that for months, and allegedly like a lot of people got cured from it. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe there's some truth to that. I always wanted to like just do juicing, like juicing just for 30 days straight and see what's up with that. But I think it'd be too expensive to do all that, you know. That's another
I
reason why
mean,
people,
hey, it's either juice or shit, get that chemotherapy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, it's a choice. I've thrown I've thrown some good money towards racking up on shit to take care of this. Like I feel like a soldier. Like I was like, oh no, I'm getting this. Like I look at all my supplies. I remember when I look at all my, I get excited when I buy something new. Like my black seed and oregano is coming. I'm like,
You get
boy, I've,
excited.
I've I've already been giving these parasites the hydrogen, the the ginger, and all this. Oh, they not ready. Like I feel like it's a boxing match. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
You have very
I will
different
put money
perspective on
towards
this.
that. I don't care, huh?
You have a very different perspective on this
I
because
know, and I realize that. And
you,
I feel like
I don't
people
know what's
need to have my perspective. Stop crying about this shit and fight that shit. Don't back down, don't tap. Like, what the hell? Fuck no. Plus, I loved my life before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I just can't wait to come back and shit on everybody who's laughing now. Cause it's crazy. Cause some people are happy that you stink because
Yeah.
you can be somebody. For example, you're a tall, dark-skinned man. You know what I'm saying? There are some white dudes out there that are so glad low key at your job. They're like, yeah, I bet he can't. He definitely cannot pull the bitches now. Like he's not a threat anymore because he stinks. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like that. So I know that's my situation, and I know once I come back, and then they're gonna be like, wait, wait, he doesn't
let,
smell anymore. They're gonna be mad as fuck.
let me ask you this. I'm glad you're talking about this because you were talking about earlier how you were meeting some chick named Izzy and stuff.
Yeah,
Like her family or something owned a beauty supply store, and
yeah.
they were hinting that you smell bad. Like, do you just stay away from women now? Like, or
Hell yeah, cuz.
yeah,
Hell yeah, bro. I be
yeah,
acting like a straight virgin, bro. I ain't with it. No.
wow.
I mean,
Because
they gonna smell me first, but like, even when they do get close, what I'm saying? I just, like, shawty, I'm not even trying to go smack. I already know what's going on. Just, if I'm with a woman, I mean, if I'm near a woman, I'm working out or I'm getting some money. Like, that's
yeah,
it.
because I heard stories like people who still had this still go on dates and have relationships and even have like children. So I wanted to know if that was the same case for you. Like you were still having relationships even after now knowing, damn, I smell bad to people.
Nah, bro, I've turned down hanging out with females, bro. See, I'm the type of person where if I know something is wrong with me, I have to be 100% my best self before indulging with another person. I just have to be, period. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Like,
But that's the
I'm
thing.
never,
Like
huh?
that's the thing. You're probably never going to know because you can't even detect yourself. So you don't even know when you will for a
Oh,
fact.
no, I'm a no. I'm a no.
You're gonna know.
I'm gonna know. I'm definitely gonna know.
Hmm.
I'm definitely gonna know. The same way I started finding out is the same way I'm gonna find out. It's like a reverse thing. Like there's a hump, and then you're gonna notice. You're just gonna notice.
Right.
You're gonna notice you can be right in someone's face, and they're not like, you know what I'm saying, or like, you're gonna
I feel a little
notice it.
bit different about
It's
that.
it's energy. It's energy. You're gonna notice
I
the
feel like,
energy shift.
well, for me, um, I think it's mixed. I think there are some people who can detect you, and there's some people who cannot, and the
Facts.
intensity is different. So, like when I interact with some person, and they don't give off any type of reaction, I'm gonna naturally have it in my head. Oh, I guess I smell good. But then later on, if I go to somebody else, it'll be a totally different reaction. So
I,
a lot of times it's not as, I feel like it's not as black and white. Maybe in your, I can't speak on your condition. I can only
I
speak on
understand what you're saying. I
but
understand what you're
you know,
saying.
it's sort of like a mixed bag a lot of the times.
But I mean, how do you know that just because somebody wasn't rubbing their nose or doing all of that, that they didn't actually think you stink?
That's my thing. I do think that. I think that a lot. I think that a lot of people who just don't rub their nose. Just the other day, I was at Best Buy. I know I smell bad. I didn't see anybody rub their nose or do any reactions. Even the guy was close to me, but I still have that feeling. Like I don't know. I don't. Maybe it was just me being paranoid. I don't know, but I had that feeling
There
sometimes.
is, there is, there is like a, is it called paradox? No, but like I know what you mean. There is a questioning in it. However, it's all about trends, in the end of the day. And it's about how you feel. And it's about, yeah, that's what it goes down to in the end of the day. That's really what it goes down to. How you feel, and yeah, and shit, who knows? Maybe you might run into a girl that's meant for you, and then she'll tell you, you'll just, anyways, with females, it's supposed to just land on, it's just supposed to come to you, you know what I'm saying? So either way, you'll probably know if a junk comes and tries to talk to you, you know what I'm saying?
I
So it's not like you're supposed to go out there chasing girls anyway.
yeah, of
So
course. You know, I had this for a number of years, and a lot of the times when I try to contact women, when I try to contact people, they usually are women. And a number of conversations I have with these women, they have already been in relationships even after knowing that they smell bad and stuff like that. They would still be men that would approach them and stuff like that, even though they still smell funky. So my thing is like, do you feel, I don't want to say it that way. How am I going to say it? I'm
bruh, keep it real with everybody, man. Look, everybody on this group chat, like, yo, get a grip of yourself, grow up. This is life. Life has shown you it does not care about your feelings, and you are in this position. So we are no longer gonna sugarcoat things, because obviously these things love sugar. So keep it real. Keep it real.
all I was going to
Use
say
any
is,
slang word you want. I would not be offended. Like, just
no, all I was going to say was, I felt like, I feel like it's a little bit harder for a man if you smell like shit as opposed to if you're a woman, you smell like shit. Because if you smell like shit and you're cute and you're a woman, it's a
yeah.
still a lot easier for men to approach you. And if they approach you, they can like, supply you or take care of you. But as a man, it's like, it's harder. I don't know. I just feel like it's harder. Do you feel differently or?
Yeah, honestly, I've always felt like it would be hard. But I mean, in the end of the day, maybe it's just equal. But for me, I was thinking like it's more accepted in society for a guy to smell than a female.
Yeah, that's true.
Because a female is put on such a high pedestal in society to where she must be perfect. So if she thinks, that is a big hell no. But if
Yeah,
a guy thinks like, oh, this guy's musty, you know what I'm saying?
I never asked you yet. Have you tried to test yourself for TMAU?
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet. But honestly, I'm not interested in getting tested because I'm just gonna act as if I do have it and I'm gonna fix my gut.
But you know, if
I
you
may get tested later on. I'm going raw dog about this whole thing. Like
you're
I'm
gonna
just
go
gonna
raw dog about it,
yeah, I'm just gonna fuck this situation up, man. Like I don't what is that gonna do for me?
well,
No, knowing whether I have it or not. Either way, it
well, it actually
happening.
does a couple of things. One thing you know for a fact, so now you know for a fact doing these certain things is going to cut it out. You know, removing choline-based foods from your diet is going to see noticeable results, as opposed to people who still smell bad. They don't know for a fact if this removing choline is going to make them smell less. There could be something else, some other thing that is making them smell funky. So when you have this fact that this thing is going to make you smell bad, it gives you reassurance that this treatment is going to necessarily reduce your symptoms down to a normal or manageable level. So I think that's what uh, getting the test will.
Listen, listen. The I mean, look, I was a trainer, so I just automatically, even before this thing came to my attention, I was deeply studying the human body. And the human body is complex, but it's simple. Like there's a Latin to everything that goes on. Like when I say Latin, it means like there's a basicness behind everything. You know, there's English, Spanish, and French with the body. But if you know Latin, if you know the Latin of the body, you'll be able to understand everything. Okay, and in the end of the day, if if you are now becoming allergic to something, you have a buildup. Your body is meant to keep you alive. So if it now starts reacting when you add something, that means it already has too much. It's full. It's full. So we are doing flushes in 2019. We are flushing out our kidneys. We are flushing out our livers. We are flushing out our colons. We are doing cleanse. Now, don't go overboard, because you know what I'm saying. You don't just want to go from hot to cold and break the glass,
Right.
but it's all about cleansing now. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense why some people are born with it because perhaps their mother was having these parasites, and of course if she has a kid, you're growing right inside with the parasites, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
it has to do with gene. I believe like some genetic malfunctions or some type of genes that gets passed on to them. If you have TMAU, I don't know
yeah,
what this
yeah, all
is,
of that, but
but
it
I don't know if
it
it's similar in the fact that there might be some type of gene malfunction where it's just not. I don't know. I don't know too much about the basic brain.
genes is all it can all be fixed any other day. And I'm not saying this just to sound stupid. Now there are some that are harder than others, but in the end of the day, we are not asexually produced.
Right.
Okay? We are all evolutions from our parents. We are born of our parents. We are not our parents. So in my family, we got diabetes, we got high blood, we got gingivitis, all of that shit. And
Wow.
my dad's overweight right now with sleep apnea. Like I'm honestly the first person.
Hello. 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 Fuck. Did you get disconnected? What's going on? Hello. Ben, are you there? What the fuck happened? Ben, are you there? I'm going to wait 30 more seconds. I think Ben got disconnected or some shit. I don't know if he can hear me. I can't hear him at all. If you can hear me, Ben, you disconnected. I can't. I don't know what's going on. Houston, we have a problem. Definitely, J Tang. I don't know. Uh, well, I think this is a good time to end it. I think we've been talking for like an hour and 30 minutes. At least that's what it says on my watch. Um, So I'm going to end it right here. I appreciate all you body odor sufferers that tuned in, that stuck with us. It was a very good interview. Oh, you're still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my fault. My joint died.
Oh, your thing died. Well, I was gonna end it right here, because we've been
Yeah.
talking for some time, and we got a good understanding about your situation, how you see it. You see it in a positive manner. You see it as like a battle, and you feel like you're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
overcome. That's a
That's
very
it.
interesting perspective. I never heard someone have it in such a positive perspective, and I think that's a really good start for the first interview for this thing that we're all suffering from. So before we end this, is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything final thoughts you have?
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, and stop suffering. Fight back. That's it. Period.
That's it.
Fight back. Clean up.
Okay.
It's not about. It's not about what. It's not about how you dirty your system. It's about how you clean it. You know what I'm saying? The world's always gonna get dirty, and it's gonna clean itself. Clean yourself, and from the inside. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's it. Look up cleanses.
Look up cleanse. Let me ask you, what is the cleanse that you're trying to do? Do you have a specific cleanse that you recommend to for people?
I can't recommend anything right now because I'm still starting off in this. But as far as first cleanse I'm doing is anything overly processed. I'm removing from my lifestyle. You know, I'm
Mm,
trying to live a pretty organic, holistic lifestyle. You know,
okay.
I'm trying to live that for sure, for sure. It's even if I have to change where I live at. You know, but that's gonna come in time.
Mm,
That's gonna come in time. But as far as the food going inside of me and the lotion I put on me and the water I drink, I'm gonna try my best to eliminate as many toxins as possible and flush out the ones I've been ingesting since I was born. Cause there's still gunk there.
yeah.
And that's why I'm doing this liver cleanse right now. And we about to see what's up. I
Okay.
just started, so
Okay.
wish me luck.
Well, I appreciate all the body ocean sufferers listening. It's me, it's Ben, and we're out.
Yes, sir.